girls as young as 11 can now legally walk around Colorado topless. Let me repeat that for those who think I'm kidding. Preteen girls as young as 11 can now legally walk around Colorado topless. All thanks to a bunch of women over at the Free the Nipple campaign who like to complain about men staring at their boobs while walking around exposing their boobs. In order to settle a 3-year lawsuit from the Free the Nipple campaign, the city council in Fort Collins, Colorado, agreed earlier this month to remove a ban on women over 10 years old exposing their breasts in public spaces. Meaning that now, and I really cannot emphasize this enough, preteen girls as young as 11 can now legally walk around Colorado topless. The ban was officially lifted as of Tuesday after the city spent over $320,000 in legal fees trying to defend the ordinance, which came under fire from a loud but relatively minor feminist group that thinks women should just be able to prance about with their tatas blowing in the breeze. Brick Hogling and Samantha Six had sued the town over what they called a sexist policy that targeted women because men were still allowed to walk around shirtless and nobody cared. You know, probably because they don't have boobs. But by the time the city council finally agreed to drop their ban, a district court judge and a federal appeals court had already ruled against the policy. KGUN 9 reports that because the policy was struck down by the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals and the city declined to pursue this case up to the U.S. Supreme Court, this means that any such policy barring women from walking around topless without also placing the same restrictions on men means that the laws are not enforceable in all 6 states in the 10th District. Now, this includes Colorado, Wyoming, Utah, New Mexico, Kansas, or Oklahoma. Therefore, to reiterate yet again, preteen girls as young as 11 can now walk around Colorado topless. And in a world in which parents are willingly dragging their prepubescent boys into drag queen story hours and teaching them how to smear on 14 pounds of makeup with a spatula before they've even learned how to shave, tween girls being encouraged to trot around with their bare chests exposed to every perv with functioning retinas no longer seems outside the realm of possibility. You know, for equality. Newsflash, feminists, when will you get your heads out of your hairy armpits long enough to realize that nothing about this makes us equal? Flashing yourself in front of perfect strangers does not empower you. It makes you even more of a sex object than you already complain that you are. You're handing the patriarchy tickets to a free show and then whining about rape culture and get mad when men don't take you seriously. You want to know where all the good guys have gone? Well, they're out looking for women who don't stroll around in their birthday suits to try to make some stupid social justice point. And before you give me this song and dance about how boobs are natural and should be paraded around in public view, you know, taking a poop is also perfectly natural, but that doesn't mean anybody wants to see it on the subway. And speaking of poop, that's where I'm going to leave this. That this ridiculous, dangerous campaign is one giant steaming pile of crap. And I don't know what insanity is going on over at the U.S. Court of Appeals, but the Court of Public Opinion should treat it as such. And that's your reality check, America. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube page, like us on Facebook and Twitter, and stay sane out there.